What's up, everyone? Welcome to Sin on the Chat. This is your girl, Sin. I hope everybody is doing okay. I hope everybody is in the holiday spirit, getting ready for Thanksgiving. I know I am. My ass, I love to eat. I cannot wait to see my family and get my grub on and just enjoy the festivities. But anyway, I haven't made a video in a long time, but I really felt compelled to touch on this topic with the baby and his girl. Bruh, let me let y'all know something right now. What that man did, the baby is the biggest fucking lame currently right now. All right? He just did the ultimate fucking clown shit. The thing is, I was all about the baby. I was backing him with the whole LGBTQ thing, whatever. I was all about backing him up. I didn't think that he did anything wrong in that sense. I think it was a little reckless. It was, but I didn't see I didn't think that it was necessary for him to get all the backlash that he did. However, since then, now he came out with the series of lives and videos disrespecting his kid's mother and just dogging her and humiliating her. Let me tell you something. We all saw it. I'm not going to show the clips. I was going to upload the clips and do this whole editing thing, but we've all seen it. We don't need to see it again. For everybody that's out there talking about, oh, he did the right thing, he was protecting himself, bullshit. Let me tell you why. All right. For one, there was several people in that. He had recordings of whatever transpired in the house. He had the recordings, right? There was absolutely no need for him to make those recordings public. There was no need for him to humiliate her, disrespect her, call her out of her name. Now, I'm going to tell y'all. The first thing that I thought when I saw that, I dated someone like that. I dated someone who shares a lot of those same characteristic traits that the baby has. So instantly when I saw it, I knew exactly how she felt, where that was coming from, what type of guy he was. When I tell you guys, there is a textbook definition about what a narcissist is. People used to throw that word around all the time, and I used to just think when you start to talk to other women and when you start to look up these definitions and the things that they do, it's astounding, the similarities, how they all do the same shit. It's crazy. I never was a believer of that. I was just this is just a term that's trendy and that people throw around all the time when they get mad at someone. But y'all, it's really fucking true. This dude is textbook fucking narcissist. But I'm gonna tell you what a part of that comes from, just having fragile masculinity. Another trendy term, but it's true. So what happens is a lot of these guys, they have these inflated egos, this foolish pride, this inflated sense of confidence and everything. And the moment one little thing of a hint of rejection, or they feel they're not the guy, or they're not I don't know how to put it, they're not being praised, or they're not, on this pedestal by the person who they're with. It just, the slightest thing will just set them off the rails, right? And I was when I saw this, I thought to myself, somebody probably tried to holler at her and she laughed. She thought it was funny. Or, he probably took, she flirted with someone or something like that, he got upset about, and just flipped the fuck out and tried to make her look bad and kick her out. Then it comes out in the wash after that she actually flipped out because she had a plan B delivered to her while she was at his spot and he saw it. So in his mind, he's what? In his mind, it was a form of rejection. what the fuck? Like, she don't want to have my baby? Like, she's trying to stop herself from having my baby? Like, she's trying to play me? Like, he just, I think, we don't know. I think from the information that was put out, and when she said that that's what set him off, I could see that, because in his, like, those types get like that. I had an ex that if somebody looked at me, he would freak out. If somebody said anything to me, he would try to fight them and things like that. Like, and just spaz and like try to make you feel bad, try to humiliate yourself, like try to humiliate you to other people, talk bad about you, turn your family on you. Like, a lot of what Bailey did triggered like a lot of that stuff, because I've been through that. It's so crazy how similar that shit is. And as you guys can see, a lot of other women were able to relate to what was happening with Danny. It's crazy to see how many women have gone through that. Like, we see that sign and we're like, oh yeah, we know what that shit is. We know what that is. Like, but then, you know what I didn't like, so wait, let me get back to my original point. My original point was, for everybody, for those guys that are saying like, oh, he had to protect himself, fine. If she was emotional, and we all know, and this ain't justifying no domestic violence, we all know when women get like that, it's because like it looked like to me like she was trying to hold on to him. Like, he's like, get the fuck out, playing her and calling her all types of bitches, and she's probably like, what the fuck? Like, you know, like, I didn't do anything. Like, what the fuck have I done? I've been here by your side. I fucking love you. Like, this is how you gonna do me? And he just, in his mind, he just couldn't take that. He flipped the fuck out. He didn't have to put that on social media. He could have kept his fucking recording to himself and turned it into... If it wasn't if it was truly about him just protecting himself and not about him humiliating her, he ain't have to make that public. And that's just the truth. There's no reason why he had to make that public. It's not like he had an accusation. It's not like she called the cops on him and said he hit her or did anything. You know, if she was the one calling the cops saying he hit her, then I could see where he would be like, oh no, look, I got video of her actually hitting me and me asking her to leave. That's different. But you called the cops on her and said she hit you after you done pushed that girl who just had a baby, a 3-month-old baby, and is already, you know, when you have a child as a mother, when you have a baby, when that baby is in that infant stage, all you want to do is protect your baby. You don't want to leave your baby's sight. You don't want your baby to hear anyone screaming. You don't want any negativity around your baby. You want to, as a mother, you want to do your very best to do nothing but pour love into that baby and protect that baby from any harm, any static, any negativity, any bad energy. Mothers that are watching this, you know it's true. You know how you are when you have that baby, and that infant stage especially. You don't ever want to leave that baby's sight. You just want to love on that baby, right? And what he did was, you know, she was probably trying to calm him down. He was probably acting irrational. I'm assuming, because he was acting irrational in those videos. As calm as he tried to play it, you could see that he was angry inside. You could see how nasty he was inside about that situation. How disrespectful. How he was gross. That was disgusting what he did to that girl. Like, it was nauseating. And then to be saying she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs while she's sitting there on a bed feeding that beautiful little baby that they both made. Like, bruh, this shit is a whole nother level of fucking lame. Like, he's just a disgusting person. And honestly, like, I feel bad because when she was doing that prayer, when she was saying that prayer on live and she was talking to God, like, she felt like she, like, needed, like, first of all, he put her on blast. So now she feel like she got to defend herself in a public eye too, right? I wish they would have kept that shit off of social media. But when she was talking and crying, I felt that shit so much, yo. Because you think when a person turn on you, when those type of men, you get with them and they so lovey-dovey and they all about you. And then at the drop of a fucking dime, when you have that baby, or they feel that they can just feel like you just stuck now, because this is what happens, all right? Save the bullshit talk too, that Kevin Samuels bullshit. Keep all that toxic shit the fuck away from this channel. I'm gonna tell you what happens when a woman, the mothers get full custody and they stay with the babies because we're nurturers. Babies need that that you can't get that from a father. I'm sorry, it's not the same when they're in that infant stage, okay? And sure, granted, sometimes there are women who are fucked up, shitty mothers, and they don't do a good job, and the babies go with the dad. But damn, I done forgot what the fuck I was saying. And they feel like you just stuck now because this is what happens, all right? Save the bullshit talk too, that Kevin Samuels bullshit. Keep all that toxic shit the fuck away from this channel. I'm gonna tell you what happens when a woman, the mothers get full custody and they stay with the babies because we're nurturers. Babies need that that you can't get that from a father. I'm sorry, it's not the same when they're in that infant stage, okay? And sure, granted, sometimes there are women who are fucked up, shitty mothers, and they don't do a good job, and the babies go with the dad. But so they feel like you just stuck now because the baby is automatically going to be with you, right? And they could go fuck off and do whatever, but like they feel like, all right, she can't really move around like that anymore. She's going to be stuck there on mom duties. You know what I mean? Like I could go fuck around and do whatever I want. And at the drop of a dime, like now they're not so patient. Like now, if anything just sets them off, they feel like they could just talk crazy to you. And like they make you feel like you stuck and you really can't do anything. That's what happens with these type of men. Then they just flip on you. Now all of a sudden you're like, who the fuck am I with? Who have I been sleeping with? Who did I just have a baby with? So when she was doing that little prayer and talking on live, like, I don't know what I just did. Like, oh my God, like this can't be real. It's like, bruh, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. That they tried to, you know, and that's all it was. He was hurt about something. He didn't know how to deal with it. His toxic, lame ass went out there to publicly humiliate her, make her look stupid, make her look like the crazy one. Then what he tried to do, the other corny shit he tried to do was he tried to pull the race shit, knowing that they be heating her ass online about the whole yellow bone thing. And I'm gonna tell you, that yellow bone song or whatever, I guarantee you he was calling her yellow bone. That was his little fucking nickname for her. She was amped up. She's a young girl. She's in love with him. You could tell she's head over heels over this motherfucker. So she made the song like, yeah, that's what he called me, that's what he liked or whatever. She, you know, he was gassing her up. And she was digging him. So she made that song. She got all that backlash about it. You know what I mean? And he knew just what to say. What he was doing was he was trying to win the popularity contest. He was trying to get everybody on his side. He know that people be dragging that girl online left and right for any little thing. And so he knew if he was like, oh yeah, she trying to get a black man down. You know how this is, and all this other stuff he was doing. Like he was just pandering to the people, trying to play on their trigger buttons. You know what I mean? He thought he was just gonna set everybody off and turn everybody against her. He's foul. This is the worst type of fucking man ever. You don't ever want to be, and I'm telling you, and I know that she saw signs of him like being a dirty dog, but that was just like it. Like he just really flipped all the fuck away that the other day. And when she saw that, she was just like, fucking wow, like what the fuck? Like I got a baby with him. I'm stuck with this fucking dude. Like, you know, bruh, he's a lame. Simple. Like, talk. Ask any girl who been with a narcissist or who been with a guy that's abusive. And I'm not saying he was physically abusive. We ain't seen none of that. But that emotional abuse is no joke. That psychological shit, that shit he was pulling, that shit is no joke. Especially men. You don't know how this feels, but when a woman has a baby that is that small, like you don't understand what that does to us. Y'all don't understand what we go through when we have that baby. And when we carrying that baby, we just want it to be perfect. We just want to give that baby love. Good mothers, you know what I mean? Good mothers want to give that baby all the love in the world and bring that baby into a picture perfect situation. And yeah, she was probably stupid to think that he would be able to provide that, because there were many red flags prior to this. But she never saw it at this fucking length. You understand what I'm saying? Ladies, you know what I mean? Ask anybody who ever been with a narcissist or been with somebody who was like emotionally, physically abusive, or, you know, whatever. If they were triggered by that. If they saw, like, they relived their experiences when they saw that stuff yesterday. I'm telling you, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. He was trying to isolate her. He's trying to talk shit about her family. You know what I mean? He reminds me of someone who just wants control. He wants to isolate her. And I'm telling you what, even after humiliating her and trying to get the public to turn against her, he'll still try to reel her back in and do it to her again. That's what they do. That's what they do. Hopefully she has enough strength to leave that man the fuck alone. You know what? Leave him with his other baby mother. Because the other baby mother sat up there, put a live out, saying a whole bunch of nothing. That girl said nothing. She just talked in circles. But, you know, she was basking in that girl's pain. She was enjoying that. That's terrible. As a mother, that shit, as a woman, you don't want to see people go through that. That's just nasty. That's just nasty all the way around. That's just evil. That's evil. If for anybody to do it. You know what I mean? I see the people. I knew that there was going to be a sect of women who were going to laugh at that girl's pain. Those are miserable ass people. That's misery loves company, bro. That somebody, a YouTuber posted up a thing laughing at that girl. That shit ain't funny. That shit ain't funny. People nasty, bro. Yo, the internet's crazy. These people out here is miserable, man. As women as a whole, we got to do better. And shout out to all the women that showed love to that girl yesterday when she was hurting like that, and you know, showed their love. Alexa Sky was one of them. Tamar, I think, came out and said something. Summer Walker just went through it with her fucking nasty ass kid's father, London on the track. Like, you know, shout out to them, because that's how real women supposed to hold it down. You know what I mean? Don't sit there and kick another woman down when she's hurting like that, especially with a topic that's so sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to them. I commend them for that, for sticking up for that girl and for showing their support and love. And a lot of people were in the comments showing love to her. So shout out to them. Don't be one of those miserable ass broads that just be enjoying somebody else's pain and downfall. Those are some jealous, downtrodden, nasty, fucking rotten scoundrels. You know what I mean? Don't be one of them. And also, ladies, don't go for the bullshit from these men. When you see those red flags, you got to read up on that shit, study that shit, whatever, to understand what those red flags are with those type of men. Get the fuck out. That shit don't get no better. Ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no turning around from that. You don't turn that around. That's him. That shit is in him. You understand? He got to go through severe, extensive counseling to try to get better, to try to, you know, fix who he is, mature. But he got to want to do that. He got to know that shit was corny, that shit was lame, that shit was foul. You got to learn how to be, you know, empathetic. Like, he don't got that. Like, he's just a rotten person for that. So, ladies, we got to do better. Like I said, I love the solidarity people were showing to that girl yesterday, and that's how we got to do. You know, so many times the men always get the benefit of the doubt, or the men, you know, women go hard for men to defend men against women. There's a YouTuber right now that every single time there's a celebrity couple, she go on and say that the man is just using the girl for money. She say it all the fucking time. It don't matter what couple it is. She will say that. She will say, oh, he just with her for the money. Or he just with her for the... Like, this woman don't believe that people actually love each other and want to be with each other for genuine reasons. You know, like, don't be a hater. Don't be nasty. Don't be miserable. There are good men out there. You know, there are there's a possibility of having a healthy relationship. Don't get jaded by all this shit. Just make the right decisions and always be aware of who you dealing with, who you laying down with. Because the signs are always there. Trust me. But we so quick to look over shit and make excuses for motherfuckers that don't deserve it. Don't lie to yourself. When that dude show you his shit back, take it for what it is. Believe them when they tell you who they are. Don't question it. Keep it pushing. Life is too short. There's plenty of good men out there. Plenty. I gotta take my own advice. I'm out this shit. I gotta go. I just went grocery shop. I gotta get in the crib. I'm out. If you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what y'all think. I'm going to make more videos. I'm getting back on my video making shit. Word up. But I'm playing, y'all. Have a good day. I hope everybody stays positive, and let me know your thoughts on this topic. I'm out.